Hello folks and welcome back to Star Citizen. So today I have a ship rented from the 2951 IAE Expo that I would like to do a few things with. So this is the Argo RAFT. This one's not purchasable in-game yet, so I'm not sure how much it costs on the store, but it was available to rent today, and it is a Argo freighter basically. This thing is pretty much tailor-made for cargo running. It's not got a ton of SEU. It's got these 3 cargo pods in the back that each hold 32. And the total is 96 SCU. It's a really cool looking ship. It's very reminiscent of the Mole. Very, purpose-built, utilitarian looking. I just love the looks of this thing. And it's probably I think it's the only cargo ship that I've used in the game yet where the cargo is actually external. It doesn't store any of it inside. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's got 2 decks on the inside. See if I can give you a better look here. Give you a better look from higher up, I suppose. Got a few turrets on it. It's got an airlock over on the side. And unlike the Mole, though, the bridge is actually on the lower level. But yeah, really, really cool looking ship, in my opinion. Not sure when this is going to become purchasable in-game. I would guess 3.16, but I guess we'll have to see. Okay, now that I've given you the walk around, let's go inside and I'll show you the interior. Now, there's not a whole lot I'm going to be able to do with this thing other than just run cargo. It doesn't have a cargo bay to drop to load vehicles into, and I'm not certain if there's any pilot-controllable guns. I didn't actually check that when I flew over here. It wouldn't be something you want to bounty hunt in anyways. But that's why I'm over on Daymar. I'm going to do a few cargo runs with this thing, just fly it around a bit. Oh. Kind of weird to get into the elevator. Sometimes you have to jump. Okay, so let's check the... Actually, let's check the top deck first. Finish up in the bridge. Fly out of here. Alright, so on the top deck, we end up here in an engineering section. Got component access right here. Some other miscellaneous engine stuff here. Going forward from there. Got more component access on either side, I believe. Yep. I'll talk about the components once we get to the bridge, because this is a rental. I wasn't able to swap anything out for it. I think there's a way to do it, but it's kind of weird, and I didn't feel like trying. Let's talk about what this thing comes with by default. You can actually access quite a few components in this thing. I had a quick look around in the expo hall, but anyways, off to the side we have an elevator going down, and yeah. Across the hall we got the rest of the components, the jump drive. And up here we have, looking out back is a support station, which is kind of cool. Kind of reminds me of the Starfarer and the fact that you can look out over the back utility part of the ship. Although, of course, on the Starfarer you can walk outside. But this is still pretty cool right here. And that pretty much does it for the top deck. This is not a huge ship. It's fairly compact. But anyways, let's go down one to the bridge and habitation and all that stuff. Okay, just show you the bridge real fast. I really like the bridge on this thing. It feels pretty spacious for how big the ship is. You got a pilot and co-pilot seat. You got 6 MFDs, and I believe these are MFDs as well. But yeah, more on that when we fly out of here. So anyways, the elevator, you got an airlock on the side here, which it's an interesting place for an airlock. It just jumps out the front off the side. It's kind of unique. Yeah, not bad. Okay, going further into the back. Here we have the crew area, which I really, really like this crew area. You got a seating area here with a window next to it, which is pretty cool. Little kitchen here. A few crew bunks, just 2. The 2 crew ship. And over to the side, we have some suit storage, I would assume. And then you have a restroom right here. Bathroom, shower, and all that stuff. But Yeah, nothing too complicated. Everything's pretty compact, but I really like it. Not a huge ship. It's not got a ton of cargo, but I have a feeling that it's going to be cheaper than the Mole. I'm not certain about that, but I would assume it is. Yeah, it seems like a pretty good little cargo runner. And that pretty much does it for the interior tour. So, I want to try loading some cargo in this thing. Gonna go over to Bountiful Harvest Hydroponics on Daymar, see if I can load it up with some spirits or something. It's a little more lucrative than food. We're already powered up. Yeah, we got our radar right here. MFDs. Not gonna mess with any of the power or anything. We're not doing combat, so. Anyways, let's get out of here. Is that gear? Yeah, better look around her with the gear up. Yep, hold on. I always get screwed up flying in third person. There we go. I really like it. I really enjoy ships that are like this, that are just utilitarian looking. It's pretty crazy looking from the back too. Very complicated. Anyways, I'm gonna head over to hydroponics, see what we can pick up. You can hear that buzz. Weird sounding buzz. You can hear it out here too. I don't think I've ever heard a ship that sounds quite like that when you're flying it from the outside. I can't remember if the Mole did that too or what, but yeah, you can see that crew kitchen window right there. Looks out over the cargo. So usually when I look at ships, I like to do multiple things with them, different things. But with this one, it's pretty specific what it's used for, just running cargo. So that's what we're gonna do. Oh right, I forgot to talk about the components. So first of all, this thing has a Bolon quantum drive in it, which is pretty bad. It does have a few cool core coolers in it though, which are very good. It has 2 Aspis grade C shields, which shouldn't matter too much if you're not, you know, doing combat anyways. And it's got 2 Diligence power drive, or power plants. All the components are size 2. And as far as the weapons go, it's just got a remote turret with 2 size 3 M5A laser cannons, so nothing the pilot can do to fight. If you want to defend yourself, you better bring a friend along with you. Obviously, you would want to swap the quantum drive out immediately. I have trouble jumping, hold on. This has been a problem lately. I would recommend putting like an XL1 or an Odyssey in this thing. I think the Odyssey is a good one. But the XL1 is definitely the fastest, does eat fuel, but it'll get you there really fast, so it's kind of worth it. Alright. Hopefully they got stock to allow me to fill up. It's only 96 SCU, so I should. As I was saying, I really like the cockpit on this. It doesn't have as wide of a field of view of some ships, but it's still pretty good. And I really love the UI on Argo ships as well as Consolidated Outland. Sort of orangish red kind of thing. Really nice. Alright, gear down. We should be coming up on it any minute now.
Landing gear down.
I think it's just right up over the hill. Lately, this has been a pretty decent run for cargo, assuming that the places you bring this have, you know, the demand, running spirits from farms to stations. Trading is still kind of messed up at the moment. It's not the most reliable thing, unless you want to spend a huge amount of time. But this is a pretty simple run. I believe I've done in videos a few times before. Usually I run it to Port Olisar or something. Today, if I can load up, we'll be running it over to Crusader L1. I should have landed somewhere flatter. Hold on. Not that it really matters too much, but let's just hop over. Unfortunately, some of the farms do not have jump point markers anymore. But this one still does. There we go. Alright, let's power it down just in case. When I was trying to look at this ship over at the expo, the elevator got stuck between floors. And I had to crawl to get out. The elevator was pretty bizarre. I've never seen that happen before. Not a bad day on Daymar. It's actually been a little while since I've been down here. Usually spend my time over around Hurston or Microtech these days. Okay, well here's the hoping. If they don't have spirits, we'll buy something else just to fill it up. Spirits are just gonna be the best. Yeah, not quite enough. I got 27 SCU of that's at 12,000. aUEC. Fill the rest up with food. Alright, and 8,300. So we've got somewhere around 21k put into this. Okay, we're full up. So let's head out of here. Now, obviously, because these are stored in the external cargo compartments, I'm not going to be able to actually look at the cargo in the ship, which is kind of a bummer because I like being able to see the cargo in the ship. But it's also cool that they are external. Again, it's not something I've seen before. They could have easily just filled up the entire back with the rest of the hull and then had a cargo bay. But they didn't this time. I wonder if they plan on making this modular in the future to swap out cargo pods or something. Not sure why they went with that, but it is different. Just want to wait a minute when you power up. Avoid any weirdness when you take off. Okay. Let's get climbing. So yeah, I'm going to go over to Crusader L1. Last I checked the commodity prices, they were the closest place that had the best purchase price. I like the giant stoppers on the front or something, like in case you bump into a wall or something, I guess. It's kind of cool. Alright. It's going to be a little ways away. Let's see. The Bolon is a miserably bad quantum drive. It's really good on fuel, but it's so slow. Okay, it's not too far away. Should be pretty quick. Took me quite a while to get from Hurston L1 over to Crusader.
Quantum travel engaged.
So with the Bolon, going from Port Olisar to Hurston is going to take you about 7.5 minutes. From Port Olisar to ArtCorp is going to be about 9 minutes and 45 seconds. And from Port Olisar to Microtech will take you 13 minutes. So definitely swap out the quantum drive in this thing. The Bolon is pretty well known for being the worst drive in the game. And when you jump to these stations, you can always jump one more time because the actual station and its marker are different jump points. Get you a little bit closer. It's worth making another jump. Yeah, the cooldown time on the Bolon is also pretty bad. I didn't even go very far and it's over 20 seconds. The XL1 you can pick up at Cousin Crow's over in Orison, or you can get it at Port Tressler. I can't recommend it enough. It is like 94,000 alpha UEC, but it'll save you a lot of time.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Alright. And for a cargo ship, this thing feels like it maneuvers fairly well. It's a little bit sluggish, but not too bad. Still, though, don't want to go in too fast here. Go ahead and call. I tend to come in less than 200
Down.
to these kind of stations. If I'm in something a little more sluggish, it's usually about 100 once I get close. Just to be careful, you never want to bump into stuff. Especially on a first flight, you can never be sure how abruptly these things are going to slow down. Third person, hold on, let me just zoom out a little bit. This one's actually pretty easy to land in first person. Some ships it's just much easier in third, but cockpit's right up there, no nose in the way or anything like that. Alright, gotta love the volumetric clouds around these places, gas clouds and stuff. Really like the looks of this thing. I know I've said it a few times, but anyways, let's go offload our cargo. Hopefully they have the demand to buy most of this stuff. It's one thing you gotta look out for. Sometimes you have to jump several different places to offload what you have. Or if you're going after stuff like ore, sometimes you gotta jump to a lot of different places to actually fill up what you want. Makes cargo running pretty tedious. I hope they make it a little more convenient in the future. It's been this way for a while now. So as always with selling commodities like this, you want to head up to the lobby first. Then you want to find the second set of elevators for the interstation transit and then go to the Galleria where the admin office is. elevators over here by the hab area. Crusader L1 is a refinery station, so you'll also have a refinery deck, but we don't need to go there. We need to go here. Admin upstairs. Alright, hopefully they'll buy it all. You never know, there's lots of people on the servers because of the expo, so. Okay, so. Sell the spirits, made about 2 grand off of that. The more you invest, obviously, the more you make, but, okay. Made a little bit of profit. And there you have it. Now, I could obviously do this multiple more times at different places, but there's no need for that. You get the idea with cargo running. And that's basically the only function of the raft, so, I suppose that'll do it for this one. I've got a few other ships that I've rented from the expo that I would like to make a video on if I get the time, including the 400i and the 890 jump. But yeah, anyways, that'll do it for now, so I will see you guys next time. Take it easy.